Welcome back to Sports World. Over the past few weeks, the Gulf state of Qatar has been at the center of attention for wakeboard riders and fans from around the world. The Wakeboard World Championships are the most prestigious competition in the sports calendar, and this year the event broke new ground by being held in the Middle East. Sports World's Kathy Nyaran-Seagram reports.
Never did silly throwing down with the front roll.
Wakeboarding is still a relatively new sport with a history that only goes as far back as the late 1980s. But this year's Wakeboard World Championships have attracted 127 of the world's best riders from 24 different nations.
There's a lot of pressure on you. You've got a limit of probably 5 or 6 tricks each pass. So you've really just got to choose your tricks wisely, what tricks you want to use to, as to what the judges are going to score highly.
The sport's a combination of surfing, snowboarding and skiing, with a rider using the wake provided by the boat as a launch ramp for twists and flips.
Previous venues have included South Africa, Brazil and Australia, but this is the first time the Wakeboard World Championships have been held anywhere in the Middle East.
Spinning 360, going for the title here.
Here in Doha on the canal, this is almost ideal. The canal here, it's protected from wind. We don't get much ripple on the top of the water. The people can get very close to it.
You can get crowds of 100,000 people at wakeboard competitions around the world. But the sport is still trying to attract riders and fans in the Middle East. Kathy Nyaran-Seagram, Al Jazeera, Doha.
Few would argue that sport has a crucial role in the development of children, teaching them valuable lessons about team building and healthy competition. Yet in areas of conflict, children often don't get the chance to express themselves on the sports pitch. A recent conference in Jordan was hoping to help change that and encourage peace through sport. It was met with royal approval, as Joanna Gajarowska reports.
It's not easy learning how to play softball. But for this group of players, young and old, making it to first base is just the beginning. Their ultimate aim, a home run if you like, is peace in their respective communities.
From the day I was born, I've been facing war in my country. Basically, what I really want is, before the weapon goes into the children's hands, I just want to throw the baseball or a football to that child's hands, because that's what I want to do first.
Prasanth is a Tamil from Sri Lanka. He knows his dream may be a long way from becoming reality, but that's why he's here. Prasanth is just one of 70 youth leaders from 7 conflict-torn countries attending the first Peace Through Sport camp in Amman, Jordan. Alongside him, men and women from different religions and backgrounds who hold the same ideals.
In a region where there's a lot of conflicts, it's not easy to talk about peace. It's a long process. You have a lot of challenges that you face each and every day. But I think that it's about faith, We have to believe that we can do something. Sports bring people together, And when you organize sports tournaments, you can at the same time promote a peace education.
The camp is the brainchild of Prince Faisal Al Hussein, brother of Jordan's King Abdullah and president of the Jordanian Olympic Committee.
We're looking in the Middle East, so whether you're looking further afield, we're having conflicts, we're having violence, and we need to be able to work with the children to be able to convince them to look at each other as human beings and to create friendships, to build bridges where maybe in the past there weren't any. And that's what the real focus of this is about.
Over 10 days, the delegates are put through their paces in a variety of sports.
Good.
From Tai Chi to table tennis, from volleyball to handball.
This way?
Under the gaze of expert coaches from around the world. This is just the first generation of trainers who will go on to train others, creating a cascade that organisers hope will trickle down to the grassroots. But where events like this have in the past focused on physical activities, organisers of this camp are taking it even further. Here on the field of play, the delegates are learning about new sports and the value of teamwork. But in the classroom, there's an even more important issue to be tackled. The daily classes cover subjects more commonly discussed by politicians and businessmen, including how to find support for their own projects back home and working on ways to integrate divided communities. One of those sharing her experiences is Rania Elwani, Egypt's Olympic swimming star.
In sport, we are in a very diverse atmosphere in every competition, in every Olympic Games, in every World Championships. So you learn to cope with different nationalities and different religions, and so it's a way of getting people to meet and actually learning about the culture themselves without having others introduce ideas into their heads.
There's also a presence from Jordan's peacekeeping force, here to share their experiences with the individuals. But it's not all about political conflicts. Through the camp, the delegates confront social issues too, hoping to make sport more accessible in their own communities. Abia Zalatimo used to play basketball for the Palestinian national team. She knows firsthand how hard it is for girls to follow in her footsteps.
We have a lot of obstacles, especially for women and girls, like religious and cultural obstacles that prevent women to come and play basketball. So that's one of the main problems that I had before with convincing my family to go and play basketball and be on the field. And I would like to make a change, and I feel this project could, if implemented, could make a big difference in my culture and everywhere in the world.
Living in Jerusalem, Abia understands better than most that peace will take longer to achieve than 4 quarters of a basketball game. But she's hoping that the sport she loves will go some way to helping achieve it.
I have a dream, and I think with having the motivation and passion to what you believe in, you can be able to achieve such a dream. And when we do this through kids who are still young and who are able to observe the right information, through education as well, that will have a big difference. And even if we start with one kid and afterwards we grow up bigger, that I feel that I will be very happy and pleased that I made a change in this society.
Someone once said to me, you know, you're just going to be a drop in the bucket, but you know, you get one drop here, one drop there, and pretty soon you get, you know, a full bucket load, and you know, from there, hopefully, you know, rivers grow.
Each of these delegates could be seen as one of those drops, peacekeepers of the future with a dream of keeping conflict firmly on the sidelines. Joanna Gajarowska, Al Jazeera, Amman, Jordan.
Don't forget to check out our website, aljazeera.net/English, where you can find all the latest sport news, watch any of our Sports World stories again, and let us know what you think of the show. That's aljazeera.net/English. That's it for this edition of Sports World. I'm Sana Hamouche. You're watching Al Jazeera.